Hello all, this is Athira and I am here to present of the topic of autonomous cars, the future of roadways. First of all, let us check what are the contents that have been included in the seminar. We have introduction, history, what is driverless car, the reason behind making, working and components, technologies used, advantages and disadvantages. And last one, conclusion. Let us begin with introduction. First, autonomous vehicles are cars where human drivers are not required to take control to safely operate the vehicle. A machine performs the assigned task without errors. Humans tend to cause undesired errors while driving, which leads to accidents, injuries, risks, and damages to life and property. The same way to overcome this problem is having automation in the field of automobiles. Steps have been taken towards automation since the last century, which have now turned out to be fulfilled in the form of autonomous cars. Although it is still in fantasy, autonomous driving technology is becoming increasingly common and could radically transform our transport system. The next topic is history. First driverless car proposed by General Motors in 1939. In 1925, Hodna Lab discovered radio-controlled driverless car. In this figure, we can see that it is the first autonomous car by General Motors in New York. Next, the question is, what is driverless car? It is a vehicle that can drive itself from one point to another point without driver. In other words, car with an autopilot system. A self-driving car is capable of sensing its environment and navigating without human inputs. It can steer itself, it can accelerate itself, can go and stop itself. And the next question is the reason. What is the reason behind making this autonomous car? Driver error is the most common cause of road accident. Nearly 1.25 million people die in road accident each year. That is, one person is killed every 25 seconds. Using cell phone during driving, drink and drive, entertainment systems are the reason for the road accident. To solve these all problems, driverless car is useful for us, and this is a reason behind making it. And what are the things we use to make autonomous car? First one is anti-lock brakes or ABS, anti-lock brake system. The first step to a driverless car came in the 1980s with the invent of anti-lock brake system or ABS. When a car is braking hard and doesn't have anti-lock brakes, the wheels can lock up, sending the car into an out-of-control skid or rollover. In a car without ABS, the driver has to pump the brake pedal to keep the wheels from locking up. But due to ABS and the speed sensors in the wheels, the car does the pumping for you. Second one is traction and stability control. These systems are a step-up sophistication ladder from ABS. They use the sensors at the wheels to dictate when a car might go into an out-of-control skid or rollover. These systems can increase or decrease power to individual wheels, which is often better than brakes or power being applied on all four wheels. Third one is emergency brake system. EBA is a generic term of automobile braking technology that increases braking pressure in an emergency situation. By interpreting the speed and force with which the brake pedal is pushed, the system detects if the driver is trying to execute an emergency stop, and if the brake pedal is not fully applied, the system overrides and fully applies the brake until the ABS take over to stop the wheel locking up. Fourth one is detecting traffic lights. Actinometer is a sensor used to detect the intensity of radiation. If detected intensity is of red or yellow color, then the controller will send a command to immediately stop the vehicle. The command will act as an input to the mechanical system, thereby stopping the vehicle. Next, automated night vision. An automotive night vision system is a system to increase a vehicle driver's perception and seeing distance in darkness or poor weather beyond the reach of the vehicle's headlights. Active systems use an infrared light source built into the car to illuminate the road ahead with light that is invisible to humans. Passive systems do not use an infrared light source. Instead, they capture thermal radiation already emitted by the objects using a thermographic camera. Next one is intelligent cruise control. Cruise control are used for maintaining constant speed set by the driver and thus can be of great comfort in the steady traffic conditions like highways. This can be achieved by the use of sensors or radar setup that detect the approaching vehicle and they thereby reduce the speed and accelerates again to the present value when the traffic allows. Seventh one is lane support system. In order to reduce the collision due to the driving errors, distraction, tagging on cell phone, etc., lane support system was developed. It is a mechanism designed in such a way that the driver gets warning when the vehicle begins to move out of its lane. Eighth one is self-parking. Self-parking system includes sensors all around the car to guide it to the allotted parking space. The driver has to first find a position for parking and then use the in-cabin navigation to tell the car where to go. With these various steps towards automation, finally evolved the autonomous car. The autonomous car can completely drive itself without any driver input except in the case of emergencies. In this figure, we can see that the autonomous car have different parts to sense its environment. In the top of the car, we can see the lidar and video camera, and the front part there is a radar sensor and control unit of all the parts, ultrasonic sensors, GPS system, and etc. And next we can look the working and components. Let's see the picture. We can see that the autonomous car see the environment as a 3D map and it detect all the obstacles behind it. The above may show how the autonomous car would see its surroundings. An autonomous car detects using techniques such as lidar, radar, sensors, cameras, GPS, etc. The heart of the system is a laser rangefinder mounted on the roof of the car. The device generates a 3D map of the environment. The car then combines the laser measurement with the high resolution maps, producing different type of data models that allow the car to drive it while avoiding obstacles and respecting traffic laws. In addition to the laser, the car also has various other sensors including 4 radars mounted on the front and rear bumpers to view the front and rear traffic. A camera positioned in near the rear view mirror to detect traffic lights. A GPS system, wheel encoder that determines wheel's location and keeps the track of the movement. Autonomous car rely on sensors, actuators, complex algorithms, machine learning systems, and powerful process to execute software. Autonomous car create and maintain a map their surroundings. In this picture we can see the map, the 3D map. It has uh, sense the obstacles around it based on a variety of sensors situated in different part of the vehicle. Radar sensors monitor the position of nearby vehicles. The radar sensor nearby vehicles monitor ചെയ്യുന്നു. Video cameras detect traffic lights. Red road signs track other vehicles and look for pedestrians. LiDAR or light detection and ranging sensors bounce pulses of light off the car's surroundings to measure distances, detect road edges and identify landmarkings. And ultrasonic sensors in the wheels detect curbs and other vehicles when parking. Sophisticated software then processes all the sensory inputs, plots a path, and sends instruction to the car's actuators, which control acceleration, braking, and steering. In this figure, we can see that first one is the object range detecting, second is the automatic turning, and third one is automatic parking. Fourth one is digital mapping or user interface. It is the example of what I explained in above. The various technologies used in the components of the car are: what are the components used in the technology? First one is LiDAR. LiDAR or light plus radar is a remote sensing technology that measures distance by illuminating a target with a laser and analyzing the reflected light. Autonomous vehicles use LiDAR for obstacles detection and avoidance to navigate safely through environments. Next one is radar. A radar emits radio waves in a specific direction, which reverberate through obstacles. By measuring the speed and intensity of this return, you can have notions of size and distances. Next one is computer vision. It is field that include this field includes method for acquiring, processing, analyzing, and understanding images and in general high dimensional data from the real world in order to produce numerical or symbolic information in the form of decisions. A theme in the development of this field has been to duplicate the ability of human vision by electronically perceiving and understanding an image. Next one is sensors. In autonomous car, there are different kind of sensors are used. First one, there are three main sensors. First one is blind spot monitor. It is a vehicle-based sensor device that detects other vehicles located on the driver and rear side. Warning can be visual, audible, vibrating, or tactile. Second one is oxygen sensors. They are installed in the exhaust system of the vehicle, attached to the engine's exhaust manifold. The sensor measure the ratio of air-fuel mixture. Third one is air-fuel ratio monitor. An air-fuel ratio meter monitors the air-fuel ratio of an internal combustion engine. It reads the voltage output of an oxygen sensor, sometimes also called a lambda sensor, whether it is from a narrow band or wide band oxygen sensor. Other sensors are used are video sensor in the visual domain mounted behind the windshield, laser sensors mounted on the front of the vehicle, and infrared sensors mounted on either behind the windshield or under the vehicle. Next one is GPS. The global positioning system is used to locate the position of the car using preloaded maps. An autonomous car navigation system based on global positioning system or GPS. It provides location and it provide time. It work anywhere in the earth. GPS GPS data is obtained from the GPS receiver through the serial port of a personal digital assistant, which is then sent to the part of a personal digital assistant, which is then sent to the PC via a wireless network card. This data is then interpreted and used by the PC to send a signal to the remote control via a digital or analog converter in order to navigate a vehicle from initial to a destination point, executing a specified formation. Next one is cameras. The entire car is equipped with cameras so that it can detect its surroundings. The last one is artificial intelligence and connectivity. AI would be responsible for collecting all sensors, signals, internal and external monitoring, driving, notifying the owner of maintenance needs, making minor device changes, and improve and learning from failure. Connectivity with other autonomous car can exchanging experience and solution. Technical insight. This picture represent the technical insight of an autonomous car. And the autonomous car has different advantages. Let's we check. First one is this car increase comfort and ease because in the our നമ്മുടെ കാറുകളൊക്കെ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും, നമ്മൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം, നമ്മൾ സെൽഫ് ഡ്രൈവ് ചെയ്ത് ട്രാഫിക് റൂൾസൊക്കെ ഒബേ ചെയ്ത് പിന്നെ ശ്രദ്ധിച്ച് വേണം ഓടിക്കാൻ അല്ലേ. അപ്പോൾ ഓട്ടോണമസ് കാറാണെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് ക്യാൻ ഡ്രൈവ് ഇറ്റ് സെൽഫ്, ഇറ്റ് ഒബേ ഓൾ ദ ട്രാഫിക് റൂൾസ്. നമുക്ക് ചിലപ്പം ചില മിസ്റ്റേക്കുകളൊക്കെ പറ്റും, ചില ട്രാഫിക് റൂൾസൊന്നും ചിലരൊക്കെ ഒബേ ചെയ്യണമെന്നില്ല. പക്ഷേ ഈ ഓട്ടോണമസ് കാറാണെങ്കിൽ ഇറ്റ് ഒബേ ഓൾ ദ ട്രാഫിക് റൂൾസ് ആൻഡ് ഇറ്റ് വിൽ ഇൻക്രീസ് അവർ കംഫർട്ട് ആൻഡ് ഈസ്. This car can be more accurate and safe. It saves time. It reduces human-induced accidents. It reduces driving errors. Due to sensor in this autonomous car, they will be able to drive closer, allowing more car on the roads, therefore shortening traffic times. It has some disadvantages also. First one is the over dependency on various systems for its smooth running. അതായത് ഇത് റൺ ചെയ്യണമെന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ നമ്മളെ ഇതിലുള്ള ഒരുപാട് സിസ്റ്റത്തിന് നമ്മൾ നേരത്തെ പറഞ്ഞു റഡാർ, ലിഡാർ, ക്യാമറാസ്, GPS സിസ്റ്റം, അങ്ങനെ ഇതിനൊക്കെ ഡിപ്പെൻഡ് ചെയ്തിട്ട് വേണം ഇതിന് സ്മൂത്തായിട്ട് റൺ ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിന് എന്തെങ്കിലും ഒരു തകരാറ് പറ്റിയാൽ ഇറ്റ് വിൽ കോസ് എനി errors. The other factor being a need to change various legislations and to adapt insurance policies to suit the changing needs. Loss of driver related jobs. അപ്പോൾ ഇപ്പോൾ ഓരോരോ കമ്പനീസിലൊക്കെ ഇതിന് ഡ്രൈവറൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടാവും, അവർക്ക് ടൈമില്ലാത്തതുകൊണ്ട്. പക്ഷേ ഈ ഒരു ഡ്രൈവർലെസ് കാറാകുമ്പോൾ എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം, ഡ്രൈവർ റിലേറ്റഡ് ജോബ്സൊക്കെ ചിലർക്ക് നഷ്ടപ്പെട്ടേക്കാം. Conclusion. The autonomous car have become a reality and will soon be the necessity of life by overcoming the current obstacles as human life needs to be secured by safe, efficient, cost effective, and comfortable means of transport. Thank you.